Izadzi. Gochev. And that's off the line straight away. Well, tell you what, Disanowski seeing stars after that one. Well, talk about not being able to ease yourself into the game. Full of power, that shot, to the full force on his forehead. He's okay now to continue, just need a second or two to sort himself out. And Asif there, captain, was just waiting for that to drop. Disappointed with his technique though. Asif. Zanowski is recovered for that knock to the head. The battle through there. Asif again looking for that gap for the shot. It's not there. Next some more. Zanowski double teaming. Jomad to Elchin. Does switch up the goalkeeping duties pretty even in between himself and Vagev. Kaczynski, however, in the Polish goalie would say he was #1 now. Stojanowski's also a decent keeper as well, does get quite a bit of game time. Easy for Elchin to deal with. That to his keeper. Volley was struck with some power, there's no direction. Poland trying to build. Asif. Back to Elchin. Keeper, big shout there for the ball. And he looked back to his goalkeeper. He's up. No particular direction on it. Usually you would imagine all these players here for Poland, not one of them comes from the capital Warsaw. Regions like Lodz, Gdansk. Jamad. Asif whips the ball wide. But Elchin just watches it wide. Dangerous yet. Two teams are feeling themselves each other out here. Did have that chance from the kick-off. Azerbaijan, who's headed off the line. Since then, we've not seen any real quality. Case in point being that. Elvin with the effort. Oh, that's a great save by Kaczynski. That was a good header as well from Rimil. Had some power on it to get direction on that header. Really good, and the goalkeeper very, very strong together. In a big barrier of himself and impenetrable. But Emil tucks in, there's the shot. Easily dealt with, a bit spectacularly, but what easily dealt with by Kaczynski. Gak back to his keeper, #2 to #1. There's 1-2 again. Tilwood goes for the overhead. Oh, wow, that would have been a glorious goal. Crashes off the post. And again, it's close. There we have that. Brilliant shot, and at the other end, a brilliant save. Starting to heart up the action now. Mid. Tried to find the gap on him, ends up going back to his goalkeeper. That's lovely control in the corner there. Need to do something with the ball, have to go backwards to Elvin. Over to Elchin. Elchin to Gazinski. Not the ball he wanted. Somewhat busy little player he is. Going for the overhead. And Elchin has to make the save. Post helps him as well. Daskin. Ball to be taken back a little bit, too close to the goal. Danny, pass over the top. That's it. Foul is conceded though. Sanowski lies himself down while taking a breather and through injury. Gets himself free kick in it. Not so dangerous position, he's in his own half. It's at a tight angle. Convinced that was a free kick when you look at that. Save. Nobody following up. Elchin can claim it. To Renat. And that back to his keeper. Good header across. Defence is good though as well. And he looked it well there. Danowski, Danny looked double teaming there. Bear takes the throw. It's hit back straight away. For the gap. Couldn't get enough curl on that to take it into the goal. Ball drops harmlessly out. It's back with Elchin. Look at that moment of quality as yet, really. Very end-to-end stuff where the ball's just being wasted with long passes from the keeper. There you go, perfect example. Perfect example of the imperfect there from Gazinski. Overhead's wide. Bit. Janowski to his keeper. Lobs for the feet. Leaves it out to Stanley Look. Back. And where to rotate it on the right. He goes left again. Can Asif make anything of that? Well, the answer was there before it even finished the sentence. Bit. Elchin. Wasteful stuff. Long ball all the time for the keeper and no one's able to do anything with it. Again, easy to intercept. Well, I hit a VIP area there, smashing a bowl of snacks everywhere. Someone won't be happy later on. They're looking for a nibble. That's a great effort. Oh, it's just wide. Well, that's the first bit of quality we've seen from a long ball. And Renat is the man providing it. Oh, there is some more quality from a long ball. It's the deftest of headers. Sabir scored 2 already in this tournament. He's added to that now. Azerbaijan lead the way with just under 3 minutes left on the clock. Bounce, and he just ghosted in between goalkeeper and defender and dinked it in the back of the net. No chance for Gazinski. I need a big shout downstairs and the Polish technical staff. Taking the time here, aren't they, to flatten that sand. Well, if you're going to take kick off and have the shots, it's better to do it flat rather than flick it up. It gives them less time to attack the ball. Well, they did do it really well there through Ramil. Poor touch, so corner conceded. Deptus across to take it. Thinks it up wide. Well, that's obviously been rehearsed, that one. Gak just couldn't get it on target with his shot, though. Apologises to the referee, but that's the man he should be apologising to. Don't get hurt, Elvin. Well, half an hour late there, wasn't he? So it's a bit worse in slow motion. To be fair, it wouldn't look good at normal speed either. Elvin, right by the tape there. When you got to cross that tape, it means you've got to stutter your run and you have to take some of the power out of the shot. So it's going to go for that powerful shot. Kaczynski can watch it wide. Most difficult angle to make a decent effort, really. Gak steps one way, goes back, quickly back to his goalkeeper. Touch in and shot, ambitious from that distance. That's with the touch. Gak. Elvin. Almost got snow on it, it goes that high. Ramil tries the shot. Kaczynski not troubled, he can just watch it. Go harmlessly past the post. Kaczynski may fancy the shot here, he's not being closed. Ramil's decided between one place and the other. Oh, what a finish from Kaczynski! Brilliant. Ahmed. Hakan. Oof. Well, the bounce took it harmlessly wide in the end. Well, any direction when he does hit the sand, when he goes scored in that way. Now, 2 players from 2 different teams appealing for the foul, nothing given, we play on. That's the overhead, and that's a great save by Kaczynski. He did it handball style, he just came out, made himself big and said, beat me. Get past this barrier, and they couldn't. Back. Danny can't get on the end of it, so it drifts harmlessly out. Back to Asif. Well, that's ambitious from that angle. So much. Well, that woke up some people at the back of the stand. That ball didn't bounce in there. And the Hooter certainly did. They get goals in this second period. One from a goalkeeper. One from a nicely worked volley. So it means at the break it is Poland 1, Azerbaijan 1. Pretty even in the stats department as well as the score department. Clean game as well, no yellows or reds as yet. So that was the kick-off. The head off the line, fine. Jasanowski, pretty painful. And some more crashed it off the post there. And goalkeeper and post combined there to get the ball out of the net. That was a decent effort. Azerbaijan started to get that eye in. Then it was the deftest of headers. Just one little touch out for bounce. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's a bit temporarily Azerbaijan in the lead because Kaczynski, the goalkeeper, did that. So it means at a break it is Poland 1, Azerbaijan 1. Underway now. Start of the second period. 3 periods in beach soccer. You're not familiar with the sport, by the way. You can expect around an average of 9 goals a game. Shot every 30 seconds. Not always on target though, as you can see. And free kicks direct and unopposed. Jamal Renat. Nice combination play from the two there to slow down a touch up by Renat. Chance now. Can't get the touch he wanted there to get a show house faced in goal. And Spear goes overhead. Some always thinking about the same thing there, but can't quite manage it. Ball there. Full of full force there. Renat. Jasanowski. Much bigger player. In fact, the whole of this Polish team pretty much are either wider or taller than their opponents. So Renat gets his free kick. Not particularly a dangerous position. Long way out. Rolls it rather than a shot. Danny Luck with no luck with that shot. Asif, nice turn. The drag back, really well done. Poland managed to get back and recover. Siofok again, needs to move the ball quickly. Does so. Clearance, but time for Poland to build again. Zinsky. The bet. Oh my, the shot. Renat. Well, that's a sloppy ball there. Poland pick up possession. Luckily for Azerbaijan, didn't have the accuracy in the shot. Back though did well to get the overhead kick away. Bit. No, little doubt, that was a late tackle. Sure it's worth a yellow, bit clumsy more than anything else. Watch again. It's in position. Gave a fit some up. Saved by Vagiv. Pushed in for Elchin in this period. Kaczynski in goal for Poland. Watch that one sail wide. Zinsky. Somewhat good block. Somewhat decent effort. Did it take a deflection? Yes, it did. So it's a corner to Poland. Applying a bit of pressure now. Well, they can't break the deadlock at the moment. Ebsl didn't get any real power on that one. And then plenty of power as it whipped across the box, but no one on the end of it. Did goal reversals on that. Vagiv. Big short in the end, but he gets the free kick anyway. Again, it's a long way out. Goalkeeper doesn't pack. Super powerful shot. Cool, I think between two minds there, try and pass or have a shot, ended up being neither. Vagiv. To catch a mid forward. Dead away. Big somewhat. Again, there's no real accuracy, no real quality in the shots from either team, hence we're almost to the halfway point of the second period and there's only 2 goals in it. Zinsky, Ebsl, can we get better quality now? Well, it's not bad, just not going forward. Gak to Ebsl, let's go further back again. Zinsky towards Gak, decently done by Danny. Oh, it's a good save. Good possession, Ebsl slows it down though. getting control in. Well, that's be a foul there. Trying to swap shirts during the game. Wholesale changes for both teams, apart from the free kick taker. Everyone off, everyone on. Ahmed. Steps it up. Good save by Gazinski, who's slowed down but got a good hand to it. Loops the ball forward. Goalkeeper back in for the big shout. It's his free kick out of it. Big shout on the big catch though. Shots, it's wide. Story of this game, really. Some bursts of quality somewhere. Easy for Kaczynski. Sanowski back. To Bear. Kaczynski. Twist and turn there. Kaczynski with the touch. There's the finish, surely from Zubair. Oh! Well, a sharp handball. It's not given. Shot for the corner either. It's a miss. Didn't touch any of the Azerbaijan players. Zubair. A little bit of fluidity in this game, a little bit of quality. Not as yet. Oh, well, just as I say that, Zubair crashes it off the bar. And it gets scrappy down the other end. Well, foul is given. Sanowski just thinking, well, if I get beaten here with on the floor, I'm going to be outnumbered. So just take the player out just to make sure. Pushes his sole of his foot into the back of his opponent's leg. So Asif gets the free kick. Step up, decent enough effort in terms of power, just no direction on it. Depta. Kaczynski loops it forward. Headed by Gak, Depta can't get there. Clearance by Renat was decent, had to be done. So playing in both futsal and beach soccer. Renat. Good block by Ahmed. Plays in the Russian league, beach soccer, which has had its Moscow tournament last week. Probably should have done that pass a little earlier. Oh, well, big shout saying he didn't do it. Asif, you can see the foul. Somewhat is still down. No trainer on as yet. Limping a little bit. He could take himself off actually and get somebody else take the free kick, but he's going to soldier on. Tight angle, he's got to cross that tape. Oh, that's a great shot, a great finish. Well, he belied the injury, he belied the angle, he belied the difficulty of it, and he rifled the ball home. Oh, Fritz Ulmund. Gives Poland the lead once again. Poland 2, Azerbaijan 1. Car for power. Right through the centre of the ball. A little bit of fade on it to take it away from the keeper. There we have it, Poland 2-1 up. Congratulations to his teammates on the touchline. Asif with the shot. Ahmed. Decent header. There's talk of handball there, or a shout anyway. Well, it's somewhat in the wars at the moment. Just hobbles his way off. UTB soccer, you take a knock, he can go off, just rest for a minute or two till you're right and then come back on. There. Caught hold of it with plenty of power there. Don't get much closer than that without scoring. Start to take this game a little bit to Azerbaijan here, Poland. Azerbaijan starting to realise life in the top division is not going to be like life in the B division. They're winning every game. No. Exactly, the curve, come on there, stumps it up. It's a bit spectacular dive after he got the little knock on his ankle. It's a bit spectacularly down. Training weights on the touchline. Amel is on for him. Now Sporton, he plays the ball back. Back. The overhead. Renat moves the ball forward. Goes out, Ramo can't keep it in. There, back to his keeper. Well, I could for a second have looked over the keeper, but stepped back and got his hands to it. Well, Kaczynski would not have got his hands to that one. Szymanowski, wave of the foot over the ball like it's a magic wand, and plays it to his keeper. decent touch back. Mid, forward. Good interception there by Poland. A very poor pack pass. Gives Poland a chance now. Inside the final 2 minutes here. Took too long taking the corner. Poland, sensational last year. Their performance. As a coach with the hands on the hips, never a good sign. Z-Day. Man with not a happy look there. No surprise. Quality is just not there at the moment from Azerbaijan. Somewhat. Gotta be there. It is. Well, that goal not particularly pretty in terms of determination. That was a beauty. Big Siofok pops it in after a battle between himself and the goalkeeper and the defender in the end. Very sharp. And that's the difference between A and B division, B soccer. Make a mistake, you're punished. Being new to the A division, Azerbaijan, they're finding that life is a little bit difficult. By first somewhat, goes down very quickly there. What you want, someone who scores and then defends instantly. Depta tries to get a tackle, doesn't make it. No handball. Well, his hands are very tight to his body there, so it would have been harsh if he was given Gak. And they would have been furious if he had scored then. Gak does well there. Good sweeping up. Technically a position in beach soccer, his defenders or attackers. Gak with the up and under. And Danny, the knee nudge does hurt. Be a dead leg in the back of the calf. Danny taking his time, just getting himself set. Well, this will be it once this free kick's taken. Plenty of power in it to get it in the goal. Well, time for any rebounds. The unorthodox save, right on the hooter. Poland in the lead after the second period. Tight game though, quality of finishing isn't quite there. Here's Poland 2, Azerbaijan 1. So in terms of quality, which is shot on goal, Poland in the ascendancy there, and that's why they're in the ascendancy in the game. He won the scoreline. save there. Right, Bagif. Zinsky, anything he could do, Zinsky could do as well. And a miss rather than deflection or a save. Shot. One of the rare moments of real quality. See, looks somewhat in the end with the real power. Rifles the ball into the corner of the goal. He took the knock from a free kick. And then this tenacious, poor quality defending. Combination of two means Poland get their third. There's the goal scorer, the third goal. Free kick, he's going to start this period off. It's a Debta. Asif, look of innocence on his face. Free kick is given. There's a man who can strike the ball. He's got one free kick from a tight angle. Can he do it from distance? Big run up. He's going to go for the power. It's a strike, and there is the finish. Bottom corner. Well, he's got his eye in terms of free kicks today. Bitsomuts signals a substitution, takes his leave. Goodbye, congratulates him as he goes off. It's just power, low, goalkeeper no chance. Poland 4, Azerbaijan 1. Asif, Bernat, puts it out wide. Asif for the chance. Oh, that's a great save by Slovinsky. Switching goal for Poland, but doesn't mean a change in quality of the keepers. Bernat, big shot there. But as he headed it out, ball goes to Poland. Debta will take the throw. All the way. Ziobert. Blocked by Sabir though. Ziobert and Sabir. That changed out really well there. The knock though as he does. Eventually, the ball goes back to the goalkeeper. Asif. Asif, nice first touch. The shot, well held. Sawinski taking over. Kaczynski left off. Some quality goalkeeping, very reassured. That's it. Thought about the shot there, but it's bounced away from him. Sabir, time for him to get forward. No space for him to have the shot though. Showman stretching, so he couldn't get a direction he needed. Someone, that's a good first touch, beautiful first touch. Foul, no, not given. There was that, I don't think. Handball. Anthony wasn't going to give a free kick, so you can't take the law, or in that case the ball, into your own hands. Well, it's a case for that being a foul. See there, just grabs the ball when he had to leave it realistically. So big run up indicates going to be powerful. Asif, the captain. Nod. Skip to the side. Left foot strike. Sawinski watches it wide. A bit of a dive just to add a bit of excitement to it. Somewhat decent ball back in the end. Madani, who can't get hold of the volley as he would like. Taken by the keeper. Danny look. Just controlling then the header. Ball can't reach Gag. Asif holds it up. Side too long. It was 2-on-2 for the second there. Azerbaijan to host of the European Games. It should be soccer. That's where the interest really took off, and good support from the FA, especially now they've been promoted. So they find it a little bit different in this division compared to the old division. Well, there's the foul. Not much doubt, really. A few bites for good measure as well. A little bit bad temper out there. Well, Esposito plays only for the first time today in the background. And that Sultanov gets ready for this free kick. Steps up. Not troubling anybody except the hoarding behind the goal. I did mean briefly though we didn't have to listen to Esposito. Back. The goalkeeper was out. Had to do something. Elchin back in goal, by the way, for Azerbaijan. Orkan goes for the shot. It's got blocked by Gak because it was a blue shirt lurking in front of the goalkeeper. They left him unsighted. Orkan. Orkan. Touch. Orkan. Ball left to right. Looking up to open a gap up though. Daniel up with the clearance. Defending very tightly to that goal, Poland. Is it overhead? Sowanowski slowly down. Ramel down, taking the knock to the face. .20 on the clock. Game's coming up today. After this, Portugal-Belarus, which is pretty much the decider for the A division. Belarus won this tournament last year. Portugal will be looking for revenge. And round it off with Bulgaria-Hungary, which again, for the B division, decides who wins that. The knock in the face. See as he walks off with his trainer. Sowanowski slows it down and loops the ball forward. Just a lazy style of throw there. Somot is on again and he's finished. And apart from his free kicks, each time it's tenacity that takes him through to the goal. Brilliant again there. Just so determined as a player, not the biggest on the pitch, but definitely the most effective so far. Again, he just dispossesses the defender. Cuts across the ball, so he takes it wide to the goalkeeper. Beautifully done. Okay, take the kick. Well, that's the story really of Azerbaijan's day. They can do the difficult things, but not doing it with any quality. Sanowski trying to be a little bit too clever himself there. Keeper, goalkeeper's out. Solid there, Elchin. This is to Elvin, who was not solid in his control. Shots up, over and away. Asif. Him forward. Sabir couldn't get himself positioned for the overhead kick. So 5-1 it remains, and the clock is just ticking away here. More and more difficult for Azerbaijan to even consider getting back into this game. Well, story of their day, isn't it? Just not enough quality or thought in what they're doing. The bear couldn't do the damage there. Nice turn by Asif for the outside of the foot. Looks for that ball's width of gap. Can't find it. Double team there by two Polish defenders. Asif about to receive his Yellow card. Ball. Pretty sloppy mistake to make. The keeper loops it forward. Renat to his keeper. Renat again, thought about a shot, but he was just stretching a little bit too much. As if loops the ball out. Bit. But go well out from Elchin there. Strong goalkeeping. Quick play as well from Poland. A bit of capoeira, I think, there from Siofok. He tried to block it. It's a strike. Depth it. Can't get any quality on it whatsoever. Can't get his foot round the ball. In this game, when we see the stats there, we'll have lots and lots of shots. We'll have a lot more goals. That's a decent save, isn't it? Toninski from Asif. Azif was going to score. Those are billion and 1 points in that. I'll avoid them, even though I just gave you one. Elchin with the effort, and Orkan put it over when it looked easier to put it in. Asif fouled. He'll get the free kick. Well, Poland have deserved this. Just lost out against Portugal yesterday. By Belarus on the first day. Points to show for their trouble so far. So Sif might be the way spotted. As it again, pretty windy here. It's a strike. There, out of the stadium. Renat. Elchin. Asif. Battling to get his way through. Thinks they're all flicking over for the overhead. Can't get a purchase he wants. Oh, good finish there. Neat and tidy. Rare moment of coronation for them. That's it over mid. Makes the score slightly more respectable. Poland 5, Azerbaijan 2. Good block. Sanowski, Sabir, got the block in there. He's quick off the mark to close down that kickoff. Well, gone out of play before the shot was taken. Touching forward. Nice turn and finish. Is we going to get the finish from a mid? No. Bounces into the sand, makes it easier for Slowanowski. Gets it forward. And almost carbon copy of what they tried to do at the other end, Azerbaijan. Oh, it's a decent effort. Well, goalkeeper landed on the ball as it hit the post, so he manages to mop up. Keep that scoreline from being pretty interesting for the last minute. Alcino sticks our port, looks it out the air. Ocam. There's the header, brilliantly done. Well, it's the first time they managed to get through a very close Polish defence. But Sabir adds to his 2 goals from yesterday with 2 goals today. His game on with a minute to go. Stranger things have happened. It was a good header. Normally, Poland have been so close together. The 2 defenders there in front of the ball that they can't get it through. But that time it was leaky. Leaky defence means goal for Azerbaijan. And a little bit of hope. Somewhat. Yeah, it's flicked up in air, you've got time to close it. Into the final minute now. Is he getting interested? It most certainly is. Ocam with another header. Similar style of goal. This time they're delivering off on the keeper for an overhead kick. And Ocam, deficit of headers, reduces that deficit to just 1 goal. Nervous times this for Poland. Sucker punch again. Close enough together, the defenders there. So, here Marcin Stanislavski shouting his instructions to coach down there. The block, Kaczynski's back in goal. That's it. No, that's not what you want really, but he's got away with it. Let us be calm on the ball now. Allow them to get through the middle. Right there. Oh, it's a great clearance, so vital. See a bear there, the captain. The captain's clearance. Well, that has taken the heat out of the game. 25 left. Play this right when that gets the yellow. Slap of the hand there. Not happy, he knows that's just about it now for the team. It's shaping up like he's going to have a shot. Attempted just to roll this to one of the corners, and not one of your teammates picked it up here with such a small amount of time left on the clock, just 25 seconds. Steps up, goes wide, runs down the clock, if nothing else. Well, that's the last thing you want, and the exact thing that Poland want. Got 5 seconds to take it, but as long as they don't do anything silly, And that's not silly. And that's them done. Dusted, they've taken him close, Azerbaijan, but not close enough. No, Master Stanislavski can barely look. Poland get a victory by 5 goals to 4.